Hello and welcome. You're watching the news. I'm Gargi Rawat. Coming up ahead, it's the opposition versus the government for the Speaker's post. The India bloc is in a huddle. We'll get you those details. Also, no relief for Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. He will remain in Tihar jail. All that and more coming up ahead. Let's take a look at the headlines. The government and opposition to go head-to-head tomorrow in a battle for the Lok Sabha Speaker's post, the first contest in decades after the government refused to give a commitment on the Deputy Speaker's post. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Rijiju says opposition can't lay conditions. The opposition bloc holds a meeting at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. On the second day of Parliament, Rahul Gandhi takes oath as Member of Parliament for a fifth time, carries the Constitution during his swearing-in as Asaduddin Owaisi sparks a controversy by mentioning Palestine after his oath-taking. His remarks are expunged. Big setback to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal. He will remain in Tihar for now after the Delhi High Court said the lower court didn't apply its mind when granting his bail, and pointing to lapses, AAP says they will go now to the Supreme Court. The teen accused in the Pune Porsche accident case will be released from detention after the Bombay High Court ruled his arrest was illegal as he was still a child. 2 engineers were killed after he hit them in a speeding car. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange will be set free after he agreed to plead guilty in a US court to revealing military secrets, ending his years-long legal drama. He is en route to a remote US island to appear in court. And Tollywood film Kalki 2898 AD set to hit screens worldwide day after a dystopian drama starring Prabhas, Amitabh Bachchan and Deepika Padukone, with Kamal Haasan also making an appearance. Our top story now, and for the first time in decades since the 1950s, there's going to be an election for the Speaker's chair in Parliament tomorrow. This after the government failed to convince the opposition bloc, which is demanding the Deputy Speaker's position. The government said there will be no conditions and that the Deputy Speaker issue will be decided later. India bloc leaders are meeting at Mallikarjun Kharge's residence to discuss strategy, as its Congress's K. Suresh will be taking on Om Birla, the former speaker, who has once again been nominated for that position. Let's go across to Sunil Prabhu now, who joins us from outside Mr. Kharge's residence. And Sunil, while the numbers are clearly stacked in favor of the NDA, yet the opposition doesn't want to let this go without giving them a tough fight. Also, earlier there was some divisions within the India bloc, with the Trinamool Congress upset that they weren't consulted, but now they're also attending the meeting at Kharge's residence.
That's right, Mr. Derek O'Brien, as well as Mr. Kalyan Banerjee, have been asked to be present at the dinner hosted by Mr. Kharge for all floor leaders. There are around 20 leaders who have all trooped in to 10 Rajaji Marg, the residence of Mr. Kharge, to discuss the modalities and to show that they are united and they cannot be ignored. The 18th Lok Sabha, as you rightly know, as stated, has started off on a confrontation rather than a consensus building or cooperation. What we have seen from the pro tem speaker to the issue of a speaker and a deputy speaker, there has been no attempt at finding a balance and ensuring that Parliament will function. So clearly, both sides making it clear that they're not going to give in, and ultimately, as you rightly pointed out, for the first time post-emergency, there was one election, and first, of course, in the first Lok Sabha, there was a contest for the Speaker's post. But otherwise, convention has always been that the Speaker should be a man of the House, a person who can carry everybody along, and that's the reason why they've always tried to build a consensus. This time around, there hasn't been that effort. Mr. Om Birla, as you're well aware, has been a former speaker. He has the distinction of also, amongst the opposition, suspending 115, the maximum ever in independent India. And it's in that backdrop, we will have to wait and see how he performs in the next few days and months as the 18th Lok Sabha gets off to a start.
All right, so combative start to the 18th Lok Sabha. Thanks so much, Sunil, for joining us with that. So after decades, as Sunil was pointing out, the Speaker's post is going to see this contest tomorrow, though, as we mentioned, the numbers stacked in the NDA favor. But we will see the opposition bloc's 8-time Congress MP K. Suresh from Kerala, who is going up against NDA's Om Birla. Here's a look at a report of all the developments through the day.
It's a contest for the Speaker's post. NDA's Om Birla versus India Bloc's K. Suresh. For the first time in decades, an election for the Speaker's chair after the Treasury benches and opposition failed to arrive at a consensus.
ऑपोजिशन पूरी ऑपोजिशन ने कहा है, हमने सब के सब से बात की है, पूरी ऑपोजिशन ने कहा है कि हम स्पीकर को सपोर्ट करेंगे, मगर कन्वेंशन ये है कि डेप्यूटी स्पीकर ऑपोजिशन को मिलना चाहिए।
जब हम कंसेंसस की बात करते हैं तो फिर उसमें कंडीशन लगाना ठीक नहीं है। स्पीकर का पद हम कंसेंसस करके पहले बनाया जाए, फिर डिप्टी स्पीकर का पद को आगे हम जरूर बात करेंगे, ये भी हमारे तरफ से हमने आश्वासन दिया था।
जब बालू जी और वेणुगोपाल जी से बात हुई, उसमें जिस प्रकार से एक पुरानी मानसिकता है कि हम डिक्टेट करेंगे टर्म्स को, उस मानसिकता को फिर से दिखाया गया कि नहीं, शर्त है कि पहले लोकसभा का उपाध्यक्ष कौन होगा वो पहले तय करें, फिर अध्यक्ष के लिए समर्थन मिलेगा।
The inaugural session of the 18th Lok Sabha has been about confrontation rather than consensus building. Clearly, for the first time, the Speaker's post is seeing a contest after many decades. The convention in the coalition era has been to give the opposition the Deputy Speaker's post to ensure a balance in Parliament.
राहुल गांधी जी ने कहा कि खड़गे जी ने
ऐसे जहाँ तक खड़गे जी का प्रश्न है, एक सीनियर लीडर हैं, उनका सम्मान करता हूँ। कल से लेकर आज तक उनसे 3 बार हमारी बात हुई है।
The day began with the BJP seeking consensus over the reappointment of Om Birla as the Lok Sabha Speaker. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju held talks with the India bloc leaders. The NDA was told consensus depended on the opposition getting the Deputy Speaker's post.
They are saying that after the election, the speaker election, we have to discuss the deputy speaker.
यूपीए ने तो दोनों बार दिया था डिप्टी स्पीकर, एक बार करिया मुंडा थे, एक बार अटवाल साहब थे, मुझे याद है।
We followed all the conventions when we came to power, but even Vajpayee time also they followed the convention. But Narendra Modi government came to power, they are not following convention. They are overlooking all the convention, Lok Sabha convention.
The opposition, bitten by its experience of the 17th Lok Sabha, refused to back the NDA Speaker nominee. Remember, the 17th Lok Sabha did not have a Deputy Speaker for all of 5 years. Om Birla, a 3-term MP from Kota in Rajasthan, is likely to win with a clear majority. But an election for a bipartisan post like the Speaker shows complete distrust between the two sides. The opposition concern is also the TMC's stand.
That whether I was communicated or not, I said no. Nobody from Congress party had any talk with me so long the nominations process was alive.
But will you support Mr. K. Suresh?
No, it's a party decision. I cannot tell myself alone.
This is Modi 3.0's first big test. A number more than the strength of the NDA will show good floor management. On the other side, an aggressive opposition is messaging that they aren't ready to give an elbow room to the government. With Vasudha Venugopal and Sunil Prabhu in New Delhi, this is Maria Shakir.
Now today, oath taking continued in Parliament for a second day. Tomorrow will be the Speaker's election. Rahul Gandhi took oath as Member of Parliament for a 5th time amid chants of Bharat Jodo and a copy of the Indian Constitution in his hand. He has been elected from 2 seats, Wayanad and Rai Bareli, and he's vacated Wayanad's seat that will now be contested by his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra.
I am about to enter. Jai Hind, Jai Samvidhan.
And AIMIM leader Asaduddin Owaisi sparked a controversy after he mentioned Palestine after his oath-taking, triggering an uproar from the Treasury benches that led to the chair striking it off record. Owaisi, who's been elected from the Hyderabad seat for his fifth term, took oath in Urdu.
मैं असदुद्दीन ओवैसी जिसे लोकसभा का रुकन मंतखब किया गया है, अल्लाह के नाम से हल्फ उठाता हूं कि मैं भारत की आईन पर जो कानून के मुजब
To counter the opposition's constitution narrative during the first parliament session, BJP leaders led by Prime Minister Modi today put out social media posts to mark the 50th anniversary of emergency imposed by Indira Gandhi, who was, of course, the Congress Prime Minister, Congress leader and Prime Minister at the time. Now, the Congress hit back, accusing the Prime Minister of enforcing an undeclared emergency in the last 10 years. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge said the Prime Minister is raking up the past only to hide his failures.
देश को जेल खाना बना दिया गया था, लोकतंत्र को पूरी तरह दबोच दिया गया।
A day after the Prime Minister's comment, the opposition showcased its increased strength on the first day of the Lok Sabha with a copy of the Constitution in hand. While the BJP launched an offensive, the dark days against the Congress with its top guns holding programs on the emergency across states and districts. Early in the morning, the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister held a press conference, followed by JP Nadda addressing an event against the emergency.
कांग्रेस आज भी उसी रास्ते पर चल रही है और उसी का परिणाम है। जहां भी कांग्रेस नेतृत्व की सरकारें हैं, उनका रवैया, उनके कार्यप्रणाली, उनके द्वारा किए जाने वाले कृत्य इस बात के उदाहरण प्रस्तुत करते हैं।
मैं आप सबसे इतना जरूर चाहूंगा कि आप जिन लोगों ने इमरजेंसी देखी है, उनसे आप इस सप्ताह में जरूर मिलिए और उनसे आप जरा जानने का प्रयास कीजिए कि किस तरीके को भारत को पहुंचा दिया गया, कैसी परिस्थिति ला करके खड़ी कर दी थी कि उस समय जिन लोगों ने प्रजातंत्र की रक्षा के लिए अपनी आहुति दी थी, उसकी ताकत के कारण आज प्रजातंत्र मजबूत होकर के खड़ा है।
In UP, other BJP leaders like KP Maurya and Brajesh Pathak, both deputy chief ministers, also addressed programs against the emergency. The opposition has hit back at the Prime Minister's comment and the BJP's campaign.
The Prime Minister on the first day should have spoken about the NEET paper leak. He should have spoken about the railway tragedy, 40 people has died. Therefore, these are all the real issues. Stock market scam was there. Prime Minister is not ready to speak about that thing. We don't want to hear the lecture on emergency. It is an undeclared emergency now in India.
The opposition and the BJP's battle over the constitution continued on day 2 in Parliament. Bureau Report, NDTV.
And a big setback to the Delhi Chief Minister today. Arvind Kejriwal will remain in jail after the Delhi High Court upheld its interim stay on the order of the lower court, which granted Kejriwal regular bail in the alleged liquor policy case. The High Court argued that the lower court, Delhi Rouse Avenue Court, didn't apply its mind when granting bail and pointing to what it said were lapses in the judgment. These included not giving the prosecution enough time to argue the application and failing to properly discuss conditions for release. Kejriwal was arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in the liquor policy case. Now, Aam Aadmi Party has said they will go to the Supreme Court.
जब आपने वो ऑर्डर ही नहीं देखा तो आपने उसको स्टे कर दिया, इसका मतलब ये है कि हाई कोर्ट प्रीजुडिस, पूर्वाग्रह से ग्रसित था। उन्होंने पहले ही कुछ जो है मन में सोचा हुआ था और ये बात सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी कहा कि हाई कोर्ट ने इसके ऊपर गलती की। तो मुझे लगता है कि किसी भी जज के लिए, किसी भी जज साहब के लिए बड़ा मुश्किल होता है कि पहले ही उन्होंने किसी ऑर्डर को बिना देखे उसको स्टे कर दिया हो, फिर जब वो ऑर्डर आए तो वो उसको कहें कि नहीं अब मैं इसको स्टे नहीं, उनको तो उस स्टे को और मजबूत करना है, उस स्टे को अब आगे जो है जस्टिफाई करना है। तो हम इसके लिए जो है आगे की लीगल स्ट्रेटजी बनाएंगे।
माननीय हाई कोर्ट की इस रूलिंग का हम स्वागत करते हैं, क्योंकि जिस तरह की जानकारी मिल रही थी कि ट्रायल कोर्ट के वहाँ जो फैसला आया था उसमें कुछ विसंगतियाँ पाई गई हैं जो माननीय हाई कोर्ट ने भी कहा है, तो उस रूलिंग का हम स्वागत करते हैं। साथ ही साथ इस बात को भी स्पष्ट करते हैं कि माननीय हाई कोर्ट ने ही 9 अप्रैल को एक रूलिंग दी थी जिसमें कहा था कि अरविंद केजरीवाल की गिरफ्तारी कानूनी रूप से वैध है और जांच एजेंसी के पास सफिशिएंट एविडेंस है। हमें उस परिप्रेक्ष्य को भी ध्यान में रखना चाहिए और इसलिए मेरा मानना है कि इस शराब नीति घोटाले में जैसे जैसे तथ्य खुलेंगे अरविंद केजरीवाल की भागीदारी निश्चित रूप से दिखाई भी देगी और स्पष्ट रूप से लोगों को पता चलेगा कि कितने करोड़ों रुपए का घोटाला अरविंद केजरीवाल के द्वारा किया गया है।
सर, अब आम आदमी पार्टी ये कह रही है कि वो इससे असहमत हैं और इसे अब वो चैलेंज करेंगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट में। वो कह रहे हैं कि बेल ऑर्डर को ऐसे नहीं रोका जा सकता।
देखिए, इस लोकतंत्र की विशेषता ये है कि यहाँ हर अपराधी को अपनी बात कहने का अवसर मिलता है, तो ये अवसर उनके पास भी है। अगर उनको असहमति लगती है तो माननीय सुप्रीम कोर्ट का दरवाज़ा खुला ही है, वहाँ वो जाएंगे ही और जो वहाँ से निर्णय आएगा वो हम सबको स्वीकार करना ही होगा।
The teen accused in the Pune Porsche accident case will be released from detention after the Bombay High Court ruled his arrest was illegal. The 17-year-old boy's late-night ride in the Porsche in May left two 24-year-old engineers dead and sparked nationwide outrage. The court said, though, we are bound by the law and objectives of the Juvenile Justice Act and must treat him as any child in conflict with the law. He will be released now to his aunt as his parents are in jail for covering up his crime. Now, after the recent spike in terror attacks in the Jammu region, security forces launched coordinated operations to flush out terrorists. And now those found harboring terrorists will be booked under the Enemy Agents Act, a stringent law under which the only punishments are life imprisonment or the death penalty. Here's a report.
Crackdown on terror suspects in Riyasi after the recent attack on a bus carrying yatris. Police sources say 3 more suspects have been detained following the arrest of a key accused who had sheltered and guided terrorists to carry out attack on the bus on June 17th. So far, more than 150 suspects have been detained for questioning, and those found to be involved in supporting foreign terrorists will be booked under the Enemy Agents Act, a stringent law under which the only punishments are life imprisonment or the death penalty.
ये फाइटर्स तो इस तरीके से कोई इन्वेस्टिगेशन के दायरे में तो आने वाले नहीं है। ये तो विजय साहब जैसे कहते काइनेटिक एक्शन में इनको गोली मार के इनको ढेर करना है। इनको जो सपोर्ट की बात चल रही है उसकी अगर आप पूछ रहे हैं कि इन्वेस्टिगेशन के दायरे में, मैं किसी जगह पे कहा कि they will be treated as enemy agent.
After the recent spike in terror attacks in the Jammu region, security forces have launched coordinated operations to flush out terrorists in the mountains of the Pir Panjal region. While no terrorist involved in these attacks has been tracked down so far, police said they have arrested Hakam Deen, who allegedly provided shelter to the attackers, 3 foreign terrorists.
This person was involved in harboring the terrorists multiple times, along with providing food and shelter. The said person also acted as a guide and helped them in reaching the spot of incident.
As the focus of counter-insurgency operations has shifted to the mountains of Pir Panjal region and other areas of Jammu, a large number of suspects have been detained as part of a major security crackdown. But tracking down highly trained and well-entrenched militants in the region still remains a major challenge. In Srinagar, Nazir Masoodi, Finally TV.
Now the big international news. After a 14-year fight for freedom, transparency activist Julian Assange, who founded WikiLeaks, is out of a tiny prison cell in the UK as part of a deal with the US where he will admit to a single charge of being guilty in exchange for his freedom. WikiLeaks' dump of lakhs of documents had revealed the bitter reality about the US wars in Iraq and Afghanistan.
It's this 2010 footage of a US attack helicopter opening fire on civilians in Baghdad, including 2 Reuters news staff, that brought Julian Assange, the founder of WikiLeaks, into the crosshairs of the US legal system. A freedom of information champion instrumental in the leak of 91,000 secret documents of the US war in Afghanistan, Julian Assange's activism brought home the reality of some of America's most brutal military actions around the world. This included 4 lakh classified military files which chronicle the Iraq War, followed by the release of thousands of US diplomatic cables with candid views of foreign leaders. As America and its closest allies closed in on Assange, WikiLeaks came under intense pressure. In October 2011, Assange told NDTV WikiLeaks could cease to exist.
It is a possibility that the establishment will win. Certainly, it has been difficult for us over the last 11 months to have been removed from 95% of our donations and revenue. We have been surviving on cash reserves the last 11 months. But that's not a situation that can continue. If it does continue, then it is inevitable that sometime during next year, WikiLeaks will completely run out of money, and that will be the end of the organization.
By this time, though, the writing was already on the wall for Assange. For the next 14 years, he would be in a battle to fight for his freedom. Julian Assange is now headed to a court in Saipan, a US Commonwealth island in the Pacific, where he may plead guilty on a single charge and then be released for time already spent behind bars. He then returned home to Australia. US prosecutors say Assange did not want to travel to the continental United States. Vishnu Shom, NDTV.
Now some entertainment news from the land of Bahubali, RRR and Pushpa comes Kalki at 2898 AD, a futuristic film billed as India's most expensive with an ensemble cast including Prabhas, Amitabh Bachchan, Kamal Haasan and Deepika Padukone. NDTV's Uma Sudhir with the details.
इस वर्ल्ड का आखिरी शहर काशी कहते हैं कि ऊपर पानी है
पूरी दुनिया से सब छीन लोगे तो सब कुछ तो होगा ही
Kalki 2898 AD has been described as an Indian epic.
Supreme Yaskin.
Hi. Dystopian science fiction action thriller with rebel star Prabhas in the lead.
इस दुनिया में बस एक ही साइड होती है खुद की साइड
Deepika Padukone and Amitabh Bachchan.
एक जान के अंदर दूसरी जान
आपने अपनी गर्भ में एक भगवान को स्थान दिया है मैं पहचानूंगा
With Kamal Haasan playing a cameo.
डरो मत एक नया युग आ रहा है
The fact that we are able to mix mythology with something futuristic is so unique.
Yeah,
a lot of times, at my age, people say, "Sir, when are you going to do a film something like Hollywood?" I tell them, "When is Hollywood going to do a film something like us?"
The film is written and directed by Nag Ashwin, whose Mahanati, a biopic on yesteryear actress Savitri, won multiple honors. His wife Priyanka Dutt and her sister Swapna Dutt have produced the 600 crore rupees film under the Vyjayanti Movies banner.
He for some reason went on saying in his own words, I'd say, that this is something India deserves now. We will have to tell this sort of storytelling in India. We have to have our own, stories like this.
We're in it and I'm not able to sleep because I don't know if we will be able to make it because you have to make every single thing in this film, like pen to paper to every single thing. And their deadlines, they're big actors, and so we had like a lot of sleepless nights, and then we got into it.
Kamal Haasan says visuals like these have never been seen before in Indian cinema.
Nobody has seen a villain talk like that or a hero behave like that. Everything was new about it.
I can tell you, people are going to be shocked when they see Kalki with the kind of effort that has been put in. And these visuals are just unbelievable.
While the film uses a lot of computer graphics, a futuristic vehicle in the film, Bujji, was built in partnership with the Mahindra Group.
It was made by Mahindra and JM Motors, and also a lot of young Indian engineers.
It's just unbelievable.
I think to be able to find that balance between technology that's available to you, but to also keep the performances real, I think is what makes this movie and this experience very special.
The film was announced soon after the success of Mahanati, and subsequently there was COVID, and then July 2021 they put up a grand set at the Ramoji Film City, and it was supposed to be released in May of this year, but because of elections it got postponed to the 27th of June, when already, of course, everywhere you can see the posters. There's a lot of interest about this because this is something that is spanning millenniums from the time of the Mahabharata, 3012 BC to 2898 AD, which is supposed to be the Kali Yuga or the Kalki's time. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagaraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
And some more entertainment news. The trailer for actor Kamal Haasan's Indian 2 has been released. It's a sequel to the 1996 blockbuster Indian. Directed by Shankar, Anirudh scored the music. Ravi Varman has done the cinematography. NDTV Sam Daniel spoke exclusively to Kamal Haasan.
Thank you very much for your time. The film has relevance all the more now, sir, after 28 years.
Yes, it does. Thanks to all the corruption that still exists. And they asked me a pertinent question. How is this corruption still intact? We are all responsible. That is why it's still intact.
Lastly, about your experience of doing the makeup for Senapati role. It took hours and you couldn't even eat properly at that time.
Well, by now I'm used to it. Only thing is the result, if it's gratifying, all the pain is worth it. Thank you.
Last question, working with Mr. Shankar after so many years.
We have what all we lacked in the first part, we made up with plus more. Be it the budget, the technicians, the technicality, and the gadgets.
When is the third episode, third film, part 3?
After the release and the success of this.
Thank you very much and all the best. That was Mr. Kamal Haasan talking to us in Chennai with Suresh, Sam Daniel for NDTV.
All right, and with that, it's a wrap from me. News updates continue right here on NDTV.